Well, welcome back to the 10th edition of the Stannerbank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. Day 3, the final day of the festival. We've got a cracking game lined up. HTS Middelburg taking on Dale College from the Eastern Cape. Dale College smarting after a narrow defeat yesterday to HTS Droste. Droste scoring in the last minute to beat them. HTS Middelburg with a win over Noordkaap on the opening day, but going down to Hoërskool Monument 35 points to 8 on Saturday rather. They're going to be smarting after that result. That one was a little bit of a shock. I'm joined by Jono Dayton. Jono, going to be another cracking game. Hopefully we'll see some running rugby and some exciting festival rugby.
Yeah, definitely, Nick, and that's what it's all about. Just getting the boys out there, playing some nice good running rugby and having a high caliber of rugby for the viewers and the spectators to get into.
Some exciting players lining up today. A guy like Apelele Fasi playing 15 for Dale College. He's been really influential for them over the first 2 days. And on the Middelburg side, Morne Sonicus at 10, been calling the shots, and he's been playing really nicely with the help of guys like Andries Kuhn and centre MC Kuhn. Some big runners for both sides. Some big forwards. The likes of number 8 for Dale Mpangeva. He's run hard, giving them a lot of go forward ball. And his opposite number, Ruvon Miller, is going to hope that he can also get his side going forward. As both sides run out onto the field, DeRoy Buller, HTS Middelburg are going to be playing from right to left as you look at the screen. And the man that's going to be reffing the game today is Graciano Pino. His assistant referees are Sanele Mtlozi and Kent Gravlet-Blandon. John, it looks like the wind has died down quite significantly from the earlier games this morning, so it might not necessarily benefit either side. If you looked at the last game, most of the points were scored on the cricket pavilion, the cricket ground side of the field, and that's into the wind. So maybe we're going to see a little bit more of that, some more running rugby, some exciting, enterprising stuff.
Yeah, definitely, and that's always wonderful to see.
Sonicus gets us underway on game 3 of the final day of the Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. Dale College have lost the ball already. They knocked it on. So HTS Middelburg are right onto the front foot as they drive the ball inside Dale College's half. Pick and go. That's the captain, Duarte Willemse, carries it just short of the 22. Turnover ball. Dale have managed to get their hands on it, and that's stolen goods. Good play on the ground from the Dalians. The ruck is set up just outside the 22. Fasi looking for runners. Gives it off into the hands of Kaba. Up to the 22. The ball deep with a big ranging left boot of Apilele Fasi. That's a good kick from him. Might not have gone out, but it's a good kick taking play over halfway. Good kick chase too from Dale, but they haven't made their tackles. They've missed a couple as HTS Middelburg drive the ball back into their half. Ace Duprier goes to the open side. Sonicus finding his runner. That's MC Kuhn. Kuhn giving it out to Monk. Monk taking in a tackle. Good support play from HTS Middelburg. Duprier. Sonicus. Find his number 8, Muller. Takes the ball over the 10-meter line. In Dale territory. Sonicus comes down the short side. Gives the ball out into the hands of Monk. He's tackled brilliantly by Dale. Middelburg patiently building up. Big forward runners. Good hands in the end from Saliers. Ball on the ground. Ace Duprier wants it. Dale eager to get up off the line there in defence. The pass has gone behind the players. Picked up by Kuhn. Kuhn's trying to clean up the act there. Taken in a good tackle behind the gain line. Dale defending brilliantly here in the early stages of the match. They're forcing Middelburg to give it to the big runners, and they're tackling nicely. Duprier comes to the left. Into the hands of number 8, Muller. Goes to the left once again. Oh, Milan taking contact. Little flick around the back. Going down the left-hand side again. Concerted effort to use the short side here from HTS Middelburg in the early stages. Willemse, good pick and go from the captain. Patient build-up from Middelburg. Sonicus wants. Kuhn has to cut back on the inside. Defence being good, solid from Dale College. They've turned it over here, have Dale. This could spell trouble here for HTS Middelburg. They want to go to the left, they do. Fasi with a skip pass. Out into the hands of Kazana. Unfortunately, he's knocked the ball on. Frantic start to this game, Jono.
Yeah, definitely, Nick. 2.5 minutes of great rugby from both sides. You could see how HTS Middelburg made sure that their defensive line got out there wide and got out there quickly when that turnover came, because we know how dangerous Dale can be on that turnover ball, and they're definitely committing their numbers to the breakdown, trying to get in there, trying to get hands in there and trying to steal ball so that they can have that quick turnover.
Quagga Smith, an old RTS Middelburg scholar, now applying his trade for the Lions in the 15-man game, but known as a really top sevens player. The free kick has gone the way of Dale College from the scrum. Zorki takes a quick tap. Good defending from RTS Middelburg. Ball's back for Zorki once again. Fassi in the first receiver position. Great short ball into the hands of Mofanyana. Mofanyana running up over the halfway line. Zorki wants quick ball. They get the penalty. Zorki with a quick tap. Middelburg on 10. Good pass out from Zorki. Finding Kruekle. Penalty going the way of RTS Middelburg. Dale going off their feet. Johnny, you can see that Dale are trying to play as quick a game as they possibly can.
Yeah, definitely. I think they try to actually slow the ball down and slow down their game a little bit in yesterday's game, and that didn't work out for them. In the second half, they really came out firing with the pace of play, and it really just paid off for them, and that got them back 25 unanswered points until, unfortunately, in the last minute there, they had to concede and they lost the game off that. But it was so I think they've seen the benefit in playing quick rugby and quick Dale rugby, running it from everywhere, run it from the change room, they say.
Apelele Fassi is in the fly half position for this game, and in jersey number 23 is Maka Tlepu. He's playing at fullback. Advantage to RTS Middelburg as they drive the ball up towards the 22 of Dale. Managed to recycle the ball well. Pick and go. Good break down the short side. Frans Milan. Duarte Willemse, once again, he's carried a lot in the early stages of this one. Another pick and go from Henku van Heerden. Penalty, RTS Middelburg. Not releasing in the tackle. He wants to go quickly, does Dupree. Hands it back off to Milan. Milan to his lock partner, Bazant. Bazant taken about 7 meters out. The pick and go from Brandon Pino down the short side. Dupree. Sonicus. Gives it off to Kun. Inside Kun. Kun's going to get in for the first score of the day. Great little offload from MC Kun on the outside to Andries Kun, who gets over for the first score of the day.
Yeah, RTS Middelburg there, just really keeping Dale honest around the breakdown, drawing in the players, and they're just providing the back line with as much space as well as they need. Some magic little fingers there, and he's over the line for the try.
Yeah, brilliant interplay from the two centres. They have been really good throughout this festival. The Andries Kun and MC Kun, they've given their side the opportunity to get the first points on the board here in their final game. So we just look at this again. Sonicus holding up the ball, giving it to Kun, but it's a brilliant wraparound from Andries Kun, and he just beat one and got himself over the whitewash for the first score of the day.
Also nice and close to the poles there, so a nice easy conversion coming in for RTS Middelburg. 7 up, 6 minutes done.
We were saying earlier that Dale wanted to run the ball, but it also looks like RTS Middelburg are doing exactly the same. They also want to keep having a crack as Fassi gets us back underway. Taken well by Henku van Heerden in his 22. Ace Dupree with the box kick. Gets the ball off the pitch, but it's taken quickly by Mpengava. Ball on the inside. This is Lepu having a crack. He's lost the ball in contact, so the ball's come out on the RTS Middelburg side. Breaking down the right-hand touchline, Andre van der Merwe. Good support play from RTS Middelburg. They clean the ball up. Sonicus, big runner, Brandon Pienaar. Good offload to his propping partner, JP Saliers. Dupree down the short side. Unfortunately, there's a little knock-on from the scrum off, so it's going to be a scrum to Dale. RTS Middelburg just feeding off a couple errors from the Dalians. Unfortunately, losing the ball in contact, and Middelburg picking it up and had a good opportunity to get themselves into the Dale half. Unfortunately, just a little knock-on, and so Dale have got to put into the scrum.
Great intent by the RTS Middelburg boys that on turnover ball, they get it going wide, and they're really striking up in those far channels between the 5 and the touchline.
Huge scrum from RTS Middelburg, putting Dale under huge pressure. Mvengava gets the ball out. The wraparound from Fassi. Unfortunately, he can't pick up the bouncing ball, so he knocks it on. Mpangevo having to dig right into that scrum to get the ball out. But I don't think that Dale are going to be wanting to scrum too much, having a look at that first scrum.
No, well, look, RTS Middelburg definitely going to exploit that scrum. They've got a massive front row, and they're going to really put Dale under the cosh today. A nice attacking platform for them here, got a bit of a blind side to work with, so I think RTS Middelburg will be quite happy with that result for them.
Yeah, just a poor pass from Dale in the middle of the field, which led to the knock-on from Apelele Fasi. So RTS Middelburg have to put into the scrum. It's a better scrum from Dale, but the penalty goes the way of RTS Middelburg. There's real pressure in that front row there, Jono, so you can probably talk us through that one. Where did the penalty come?
I think just as you said, an immense amount of pressure, and Dale just going down. They feel themselves going backwards, so it's easier to collapse it, and the ref blowing that well, keeping the scrum safe, and Dale really paying for it.
So Sonica signalling intentions of RTS Middelburg. They go to the corner flag. The kick goes out inside the 22, probably about 18 meters out for RTS Middelburg. The line out into the middle. Bazant takes. Unfortunately, he doesn't take cleanly, but it's a great pickup from Pienaar. Throws a pass out of the back, but it isn't collected cleanly. They manage to scrap it up here. Dupree gives it off into the hands of Milan. Milan with a good run forward. Great turnover. No, it's not. It's not a good turnover. I thought that the number 8, Mpangeva, had managed to get his hands on it and turn it over, but the referee has deemed that to be illegal, so the penalty goes the way of RTS Middelburg, and it looks like Fasi is getting a word from the referee. Maybe a few too many infringements from the Dale boys.
Yeah, I think so. Just a couple too many infringements at that breakdown area, and especially in this red zone here. RTS Middelburg are really going to want to have a bit of pace of play and stuff, and unfortunately Dale are thwarting that for them.
We've seen this before. We saw this on Saturday. RTS Middelburg going with the tap set move. They set up the maul 5 meters out. The ball's come to the back. It's in the hands of Van Heerden. Van Heerden driving towards the line. Henko Van Heerden gets over for the score. Second trial, RTS Middelburg. Brilliant move from them. They've done that before. A set move from a tap penalty. You don't see that very often. And Henko Van Heerden getting in for the score.
Yeah, that isn't something you see very often, but as you can see, it is effective, especially when executed correctly. And well done there to the RTS side. Nice little set phase from the penalty, and coming away with the 5 points. Hopefully going to be able to make it 7.
Dale College seeming to start this one like they started their last game. They're a bit shell-shocked at the moment. As we just look here, it was really well worked. They managed to get the ball into contact, get it to the back of the maul. Henko Van Heerden, the little shift drive, and getting over for the score. RTS Middelburg have been all over Dale College in these opening stages of this game. Dale a little bit shell-shocked behind the post there. They're really going to need to get a bit of momentum to get them back into this one. As Sonicus' conversion is a good one. So RTS Middelburg move out into a 14-0 lead over Dale College. Dale need to get the ball and get down into the Middelburg half.
Exactly that, Nick. I think Dale really just need to get some ball in hand. They haven't had much possession in this first opening passage of play in this first half. So this kickoff is going to be vitally important for them.
It's a hanging kick from Fasi, and they've managed to win it back of Dale. Although they've coming through it is the second row from RTS Middelburg. He kicks it forward, but it's been wrapped up in the end by Dlepu, whose support is there, and they've managed to keep the ball, have Dale. The ball comes back to Fasi. Oh, he's scragged. He's under a little bit of pressure there, deep in his 22. Driven forward by his support. They managed to get the ball back. Zorki wants. But Middelburg have flooded the breakdown and turned it over. Van Heerden gives it off to Milan. Middelburg right back on the front foot after they just scored a try. Bit of air here. Kun to Sinicus outside him. Takes the ball into contact. Manages to recycle it. Dupree comes to the left. He's got his forwards. Van Heerden with a step. He wants another one. He's met by 3 Dale defenders as he keeps driving himself forward towards a 5-meter line. Ball on the left. Van Heerden gives it out. The ball's over the line, but they're into touch. Bundled. Good defense from Dale.
Yeah, Nick, this is exactly where Dale do not want to be. Great work there. Great high kick. Great contest in the air. But unfortunately for them, just no one backing that ball up, and they're finding themselves back in their own 22.
Just to have another look here. Middelburg deciding to go down the short side once again, but Impangeva and the man in number 22, Lucas, managing to bundle the RTS Middelburg player into touch. But Middelburg are back on the front foot here inside the 22 of Dale, but Dale have turned it over illegally, according to the referee. So the penalty goes the way of RTS Middelburg. Couple meters in from the right-hand touchline. You got a feeling that Sonicus is going to go to touch here.
Yeah, definitely. With a 14-point buffer, you'd think that RTS Middelburg feel they definitely have Dale under the cosh here and they can capitalize with a bit of a line out.
So Middelburg set up the line out in the 22 of Dale College. The ball goes over the back. It's a bit scrappy and Dale have managed to get this one back. Zorki finds Fassi. Fassi with that raking left boot. Isn't able to find too much distance with that, but he's got the ball off the park. A bit shaky there from Middelburg, whose lineout was impeccable on Saturday. Dwight Willemse was on the money throughout the game, but he's overthrown 2 in the early stages of this one. He prepares to feed another lineout just outside the 22 of Dale College. They go to the back. It's a brilliant lineout from Dwight Willemse. The maul is set up. Dale have managed to bring the ball to ground. Luckily for them, Van Heerden's got it. He's managed to get it back to his captain as they continue their drive. They're still going. RTS Middelburg in the hands of Muller, but the penalty goes to Dale. Holding on at the ruck. Middelburg on the front foot. They'll be disappointed that they weren't able to make that count, but great defense from Dale, getting over the ball and winning the penalty. Fassi has a chance to relieve.
Definitely a good rolling maul is something that's so difficult to defend, and I think Dale did actually quite a decent job there, forcing the Middelburg boys to break away, and then really just committing those numbers and getting the turnover, getting the penalty their way.
Dale College have the feed to the line out, just on the try line side of the 10-meter line. It's a bit scrappy again. The knock-ons come from RTS Middelburg, so Dale are going to have a scrum. Probably not the result that they wanted. They don't really want to be packing down for scrums, considering the way that the first couple went for them.
Dale will definitely be wanting to shy away from the scrum, shy away from too much hectic set piece, and keep this game relatively loose and keep their flair. Maybe keep turning the big boys from RTS and keep them under the cosh, maybe get them to tire, and then the gaps will come up.
Huge scrum from Middelburg once again. It's gone through the 45 degrees, so we'll have a reset. I'm sure the Dalians wanted to get that ball out as quickly as they could. The strike from the hooker was not a great one. It was a bit inaccurate. But unfortunately, with the new scrumming laws, when the hooker and you're getting shunted in the scrums, you can't afford to hook. You have to try and get your side going forward. So unfortunately, therefore, Sankrishe, he's unable to hook the ball because he's got to try and scrum. Zorki manages to get it in there. The ball's popped out for him. Fassi takes on a couple defenders, taking in a good tackle just over the gain line. RTS Middelburg over the ball, but they haven't been able to win it. The charge down comes here. It's a bit scrappy again for Dale, but they've managed to clean it up. They're flooding the breakdown. Pick and go there, right next to the ruck. It's a good one. Gets a couple meters. Zorki again. Pass, couple shift passes, taking it in. Glepu. Good counter-rucking from RTS Middelburg. Really strong work from them at the ruck. The ball's picked up by Dale. They managed to recycle it again, but they've lost a penalty. Holding on. RTS Middelburg are really making a nuisance of themselves at the breakdown here, and they've won themselves another penalty. And a quick tap. Van Heerden gives it off to a centre. Kun, the try scorer, he's taken in a tackle on the 22. They try to break down the blind side, but there's a knock on, so Dale are going to get a bit of a reprieve and get the scrum put in, although it's not going to be a long one considering the way that RTS Middelburg have dominated the scrum. Dale need to get out of this area of the field. They've been camped down here for far too long.
Yeah, exactly that, Nick. Dale, they want to pounce on your mistakes. They want to pick that ball up and loose play and really counter you hard, but they can't do that necessarily from their own 22, and they've really been put under the cosh here. So hopefully they can just get a good scrum going, get this ball out, and hopefully play some rugby that they're used to and that they want to play.
Zorki feeds. Good stuff there. Mpangeva gets the ball out. It's a hard line there, but it's a good tackle from Sonicus. Comes back to Fassi in his 22. He puts it up in the air, hoping for a bit of the wind, but it's taken in from Hartius Middelburg. Ace Dupree has got a lot of time to put it on the boot and kick it deep into the corner in the Dale 22. The ball's bouncing around. They've managed to get a pass away, so Fassi's got himself a bit of space. Puts the ball onto the toe, kicking for some space. That's a beautiful kick from the man in the 15 jersey. He has been the standout for them throughout the week, and that is a brilliantly weighted kick.
Definitely, Fassi has a great boot on him, and I think that's actually incorporated into the Dale's game plan at the moment. You can see they've got a good kicker, so they utilize him fairly well. But in that interchange of play, some great kicks coming from both sides.
So Dwight Willemse to feed the line out, goes to the back. It's a great take in the end. The back of the line out. Van Heerden comes away with it. Sets the ball up just short of the 10-meter line. Pick and go from Hartius Middelburg. The number 8 in the red, the scrum cap. That's Muller. Another pick and go. Dupree wants it. Sonicus. Kun with the cutout. Unfortunately, they can't take it cleanly, and it's a knock-on. Good defending out wide from Dale, shifting up into the line and causing a bit of an issue there for the attacking Hartius Middelburg player as he looked up just before he got the ball, saw the Dale player, a knock-on, scrum down Dale just inside their own half.
Much better play there from the Dalians and their defence, and working themselves into a better and better position on the field. At least they're not camped in their own 22 now, close to the Hartius Middelburg half, and now hopefully we can see them play a bit of running rugby.
It's been a tough day already for Tandile Mpangeva, the number 8. He's had to work really hard in getting the ball out of the scrum. He's been having to dig in there, but he's done really well so far. Let's see if he can help his scrum off. Tando Zorki out once again as the ball goes in. Huge scrum once again from Hartius Middelburg. Mpangeva with a great pick and go. He fends one, gets away from 2. He's in a bit of space. The ankle tap comes. Oh, the pop-up pass. It's picked up there from Dale. They're on the front foot here, just outside the 22. Fassi with a massive cutout pass. It's in the hands now of Klepu. Klepu gives it off to Lucas. Lucas in the 22, taken well in the tackle. Good support play from Dale. The pick and go from Matsinyina. It's there for Zorki. Fassi. Short ball. Big run there from the tight head prop. Mfanyene. Zorki once again. To Fassi. Fassi throws it. It's an interception, but it's gone forward out of the hands from Middelburg, and it's back in the hands of Dale. Running up to the 22. It's the man in the 21 jumper, Kazana, but he's knocked it on. It's all happening here. You could see a sort of telegraph pass there as Fassi tried to free the space out on the wide channels. The Middelburg defenders, their eyes lit up when they saw the ball fall to them. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on that interception.
Yeah, and a little bit of magic tried there by Dale, but unfortunately, pass just not going to hand and a bit of a knock-on. So, could be a bit of a respite here for the Middelburg side, who were under a bit of trouble there when Mpangeva came off the back of that scrum, just proving that their scrum as a weapon is not completely out of the books.
The pickup off the back from Muller. He's taken in a good tackle inside his 22. It looks like it's been turned over. Zorki's got it. One pass out. Good defending there from Hartius Middelburg in the middle of the field. The fly half Sonicus. Dale have managed to get the ball back. No advantage. There's going to be a penalty here to Dale. Fassi's got it, and it looks like he wants to go quickly. He's gone quickly. Despite the fact that the Middelburg defense was lined up, he's taken it up to the 5-meter line. Just 5 meters out, Dale here. They need this try. They need a score here to get themselves back into this one. The short ball into the hands of Mafanyana. Pick and go from Sankrishe. Zorki again. Off to Kakaza. Dale getting the ball to ground. Zorki again. They need to be patient here. Into the hands of Kampi. Kampi's driven well. Zorki down the blind side. Fassi once. He takes. Doesn't make any meters. Taken on the 5-meter line. The pickup. Mpangeva has just walked through the defense of Hartius Middelburg. The number 8 has scored a very well-deserved try. Well played from him.
Mpangeva just taking advantage of a lack of pillar post defence there by the Hot AS Middelburg side. I'm sure they'll be quite disappointed in that. But Mpangeva, he's been monumental on the field so far today, and he's showing his worth out there on the field.
Well, he was the orchestrator of getting them into that part of the field with that break off the back of the scrum. So it's great that he was able to get over the line and get the first 5 points for Dale. The number 8 has been very prominent so far, ball in hand as well as on defence. So, well worked try from him. The Hotius Middelburg defence will be disappointed about that he just managed to stroll over and get the first try for the men from King Williamstown. Fassi to line up his first kick at goal. The left footer just hooks it a bit. Unfortunately for him, he's missed it. So, Hotius Middelburg leading 14 points to 5. Just over 6 minutes left in the first half. He'll be disappointed about missing that conversion, that's for sure, Jono.
Definitely. That's a crucial kick for Fassi to have made. So he won't be too happy with that.
It was good pick and drives here from the Dale boys. Zorki was just looking for runners, one-off runners. Fassi took it in on the 5-metre line. Mpangeva was right there and just saw it open up in front of him and said, thanks very much, I'll take that. And got over for Meatpa. The restart from Sonicus is a good one. It's a short one. Great pickup from Kun. The centre, Hotius Middelburg, right onto the front foot. Into the 22. The pop-up off the ground has gone the way of Dale, but there's no advantage here. It looks like the penalty is going to go to Hotius Middelburg, and referee Pino's going to his pocket. The man in the pink headgear is the number 5, Luyolo Indambambi. So he's going to spend 5 minutes off the pitch for what looked like a trip. From Graciano Pino signalling that he might have tripped him. And here we go. After that Dale try, Hotius Middelburg are not going to go for the corner here. They're going to try and just extend their lead through the boot of Sonicus de Flav.
Yeah, definitely. Dale getting their tails up after that try. Definitely feeling that they're back in this game. So I think Hotius Middelburg just wanting to keep that deficit opening up and stay just ahead of the Dale boys. So no better way to do that than the 3 points.
Dale will be very disappointed that they weren't able to clean up that restart. But it was an enterprising restart from Morne Sonicus, just dinking it, just making sure that it got 10. And his centre was alive to the fact that he had the opportunity to pick it up, and he gathered it beautifully, Andries Kun. So Sonicus just short of the 10-metre line in Dale half, right in front. It's a brilliant strike, but it looks like he's pulled it to the left. So there's a bit of a reprieve there for Dale. Sonicus's penalty attempt has been pulled to the left of the uprights. And so the score still remains 14-5 in favour of Hotius Middelburg as Apilele Fassi gets ready to get us back underway from the 22 dropout. That's a brilliant 22 dropout. He's managed to land it just over the halfway line and it's just skidded off into touch. He's got a pretty mercurial boot on him, doesn't he?
Definitely an extremely intelligent boot there. Just looking at the space and dropping it just in front of the big man and letting it just skim out into touch.
So Willemse to feed a line out just inside his own half of the field. They go to the back once again, but referee Pino has adjudged that has not gone in straight, so Dale have the option for a scrum or a line out, and they've gone with a scrum. Interesting decision that, Jono.
Very interesting decision that. Definitely, Nick. All I can think is that possibly Mpangevu, they see him as a bit of a threat from that 8 position. They haven't lost any ball from their scrum, but their scrum has been under immense pressure and going backwards.
Well, especially now, considering they've got a second row off the field, but both sides, schoolboy rules say that both sides have to have the same numbers at a scrum, so Dale are going to scrum this one with 7, so Hotius Middelburg have to have 7 in the scrum. And Pangeva's had to move onto the open side, so the ball might just shoot out here. So Zorki's going to have to be ready for it, but it's a huge scrum. It does just squirt out the back, but he's done well to pick it up. Fassi taking on the defenders over the halfway line. Zorki once again, Mpangeva, fuller running. He wants another one. He keeps driving forward, pumping those legs, getting them over the gain line. Zorki, he doesn't know, but he's found a better space as the live scrum off. Tando Zorki gives a pass away into the hands of Ndambambi. Zorki once again, Fasi with a massive cutout pass. Oh, good little step that, good feet from the number 22, Lucas. Taken in the tackle outside the 22. Dale College, 14 men on the pitch, on the front foot here. Short ball into the hands of Mafinyana. He's run a lot today so far on this one. Ball gets to ground. Zorki. It's a bad pass. Great pick up by Fasi. Fasi looking for some space, but he's tackled well. Takes in a couple defenders. Middelburg over the ball, but it's coming back on the side of Dale College again. Zorki. Gives it off. Another big run in the middle of the field from Dale College. Zorki once again. He wants quick ball here. Goes to the left-hand side of the field. Couple passes out onto the toe. That's not a bad grubber. It's a hack forward once again. It looks like it's going to be in for Dale. The in for the try. Dale College. 14 men on the pitch, and they've managed to get themselves over the line. Good opportunistic score that from the men from King Williamstown.
Yeah, definitely there, Nick. Typical Dale try. A little bit of almost something out of nothing, a little bit of magic, and a completely unconventional piece of play. But it comes away with the 5 points, and Dale definitely looking better on the scoreboard and a lot happier.
Brilliant score from Dale. Just really opportunistic, putting the ball on the toe. You know, it can bounce any which way, so it bounced in their favour, and they managed to get over for the score. The conversion is a good one from Apelele Fasi. So Dale College getting themselves right back into this one. Hartius Middelburg leaving 14-12. Have a look here again. The ball is put on the toe out wide by Kakaza. And then there was another toe forward. And they managed to get forward and get in for the score. Great try there for Dale. Look at the little grubber down the touchline. Just managing to get it in the field. And then it was just a matter of having support. The man in number 18 jersey, Simbungile Kampi, has been adjudged to have scored the try. As Dale College taken the restart. The ball comes back to Fasi. Fasi again onto the toe. It looks like that's going to go too far. That's going to go too far, but it's the final whistle, and that's the end of the half. Brilliant half from Dale and a brilliant half from Hartius Middelburg. It was a case of Middelburg dominating the early exchanges and then Dale College coming back and really putting Hartius Middelburg to the sword, scoring 2 tries, 2 very good tries. And even with 14 men on the field, they're able to get themselves right back into this one.
Yeah, and we saw Dale in Saturday's game just making sure that they finish this first half well, and they're going to come out firing and definitely try to start the second half with a bit of a bang, and that'll definitely just get them back in the game and put Hartius Middelburg under a lot of pressure. As the Hartius Middelburg players start to tire their big props, Dale are going to look to exploit that definitely.
Yeah, we've seen some brilliant running rugby from the men from King Williamstown, so they'll have their tails up going into the second half. Hartius Middelburg leading Dale College 14-12 at the break.
Supper time.
I thought this was a day-night game.
Nah, it's T20.
Where there's a will, there's cricket. Proud sponsor of the Proteas. Standard Bank, moving forward.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Stotfield. It's half-time in our third game on day 3 of the 2017 Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. RTS Middelburg leading Dale College by 14 points to 12. Jono, we mentioned a bit earlier how Dale have managed to dominate the second period in that half, and they've got their tails up going into the second half. They will have whatever breeze there is behind them, and the brute of Apilele Fasi has been really, really good today. It's been on song. He's been putting the ball into space. Do you think they'll use that, or do you think they'll keep ball in hand?
Listen, Nick, I expect a bit of a mixture from them. I think definitely as a big blokes from RTS start to tire, Dale will look to run at them. But I have no doubt that Fasi will definitely use that wind at his back and try and pin the RTS side back in their own half and get Dale into the right areas of the field where they want to play. Because in the first half, they weren't playing where they wanted to play, and that was their main problem, a bit of their detriment.
We just look here, the first try. That was a brilliant move there from the centres from RTS Middelburg, allowing Andries Kuhn to go over next to the posts. That was a great little shift play from them. The ball from Sonicus to Kuhn. Kuhn with the wraparound pass to his centre partner. And this was a great move off a set play, off a penalty. A quick tap, the shift drive there, allowing number 6 flanker, beg your pardon, Henke van Heerden to get over for a good score. We saw that on Saturday and we saw it again today. They really worked hard at their set moves. Then Dale College hit back beautifully with a try of their own towards the end of the first half. Number 8, Mpangeva, just picking it up off the side of a ruck and going in untouched. It was a good try for a play that's been industrious throughout for them. And then right before the break, Dale College managed to get another one. Opportunistic kick there. They hack forward into the in-goal area, and the man in the number 18 jersey, Simongile Kampi, was being accredited for the try. Brilliant score for them and getting them right back into it.
Yeah, definitely. And that last try, just a typical Dale try, a little bit of opportunism, a little bit of something out of nothing, and you can never count this side out at any stage of the game because they're always going to be dangerous from any part of the field, wherever we are.
It's going to be the man in number 15 jersey, Apilele Fasi, to get us underway for the second half. Dale in their customary red and black hoops, taking on the Roy Buller in the red. Fasi gets us underway. He kicks deep onto the fly half Sonicus, who returns the favour with a good punt kick. Mpangeva watches it go over the touchline. That's a really good kick from Sonicus. Good exit for RTS Middelburg. Just what they wanted to start the second half.
Yeah, definitely. RTS Middelburg don't want to get pinned in their own half. They win their 22, and so that's a great exit strategy by them and a good kick, well executed.
So Dale College with the feed to the line out on the halfway line. The yellow card is back on the pitch, so they can back to their full complement of 15. They've got advantage as Mpangeva takes the ball in the outside centre channel. Takes the ball up past the halfway line. No advantage accruing there. Referee Pinar saying that the RTS Middelburg men were offside at the line out. So what is Fasi going to do here? His decision is to go for the corner. That's exciting stuff from the fullback. Good to see them go for the try here rather than take the 3 points.
Yeah, definitely. Dale wanting to play in the right areas, wanting to pin them in their own 22, and definitely off the boot, their line out seems to be working for them a lot better than their scrum. So let's utilise it, says Dale.
Ball goes in, taken in by Kokovo. But unfortunately for that, there's obstruction in the line out, so the penalty goes the way of RTS Middelburg. Gutting for the Dale boys. Got themselves into a brilliant position, won the line out, and then just a little bit of ill discipline costing them dearly.
Yeah, just the unforced errors there, Nick. Small things here or there that are really going to cost your side, and it's something Dale will definitely want to brush up on, and something RTS Middelburg have done as well. Just get rid of those unforced errors.
So Middelburg, opportunity to get their hands on the ball here as Willemse goes right to the back. Unfortunately goes over the back of the line out. It's a bit scrappy there, but it's well picked up by Dale College. You're on the front foot once again. Ball comes to the left-hand side of the field. Short pass into the hands of Matsinyana. Taken in the tackle just short of the 10-meter line. They come to the left-hand side once again. It's a good little step on the inside by Tlepu. He takes the ball into contact. Zorki finding runners. Good stuff there from Dale College. Looking to recycle the ball as quickly as they can. Fasi first off. Short ball. Mpangeva once again running hard and straight. Zorki under a bit of pressure there. Fasi didn't have anyone on the outside. Goes back on the inside. to Sonkrisha. Zorki once again going to the blind side. Fussy with a little dink over the top. Unfortunately, that he's overcooked it. Good thinking there from the fly half. Unfortunately, just a little bit, just overcooks it a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe just not being used to having the wind at his back. There is a very slight breeze, but yeah, just overcooking that kick and finding themselves pinned now back to where the kick was taken from as it went out on the full.
So the line out for Middelburg, they take it cleanly. Oh, coming into the line out, I think. So the free kick going the way of Dale College. Fussy once again, he wants to get this game going. Oh, difficult pass there. So the knock on from Dale College. So RTS Middelburg have the advantage as they drive up towards the halfway line. There's been a change in the scrum half position as he goes for the box kick. It's gone sideways, but it's well taken by Kuhn as he goes over the halfway line, sets the ball up. On a jersey number 21 is Martin Erasmus in the scrum half position, gives it to his captain. Willemse takes it in. Erasmus looking for it, but the penalty goes the way of Dale College, holding the ball on the ground. Brilliant steal that. Great turnover, important stuff there for Dale.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw them try to implement that strength in their gameplay early on in the first half, trying to commit players and trying to get that steal. And so nice to see them utilize it as a weapon in the second half. And again, going to the boot and going to the corner.
So Fussy's kick takes play just short of the 22. He's got a really good kicking style. Looks so smooth. As Deshaun Mitchell comes onto the field for Dale College. Ball goes in. They've managed to pop it back into the hands of Zorki. Zorki, good big running in the middle of the field. From Kaba on the 22-meter line. Fussy once again. The skip ball out wide onto the right-hand side. Pop on the inside. Unfortunately, they knock it on. Really trying to work those wide channels of Dale. Unfortunately for them, the pass back on the inside was a bit of a speculative one, and they were unable to hold on. So, although they might not have the ball, they're playing in the right area of the field. Definitely.
First scrum of the second half. It'll be interesting to see how Dale front up here, the front row. They've been under pressure in the first half, so it'll be good to see if RTS Middelburg maybe use this as a bit of a weapon and really put Dale under the cosh with this a big scrum here.
So Erasmus is going to have the feed to the scrum just outside his 22. It's a better scrum from both sides. The short pass there to centre Kuhn. Kuhn's taken in a good tackle just outside the 22. Martin Erasmus goes with the box kick, gets some good air on it. Not a huge amount of distance. It's up there for a contest though. Unfortunately, Sonicas can't pick up cleanly. So it's back in the hands of Dale College. The red jersey's flooding the breakdown and has come out on their side, but the penalty is going to go the way of Dale. No release. The player got to the ground. No release there as they strip the ball from the Dale player. So penalty to Dale. They can kick the ball back into the 22 and get back on the front foot.
In the early encounters here in the second half, you can definitely see some more intent by Dale just to get into the correct areas of the field and play their sort of brand of rugby. They're not looking to take the 3 points. I mean, that would have been quite a big kick, but they did have the opportunity earlier. But definitely just getting up there, getting into the RTS Middelburg side and playing in the correct areas of the field.
So good line out from Dale. Goes to the middle. Pop down to Zorki, to Fussy. Fussy, they found a bit of space here. Mitchell is into the line. Taken in by Johannes. Johannes taken in a good tackle. We have a flag on the left-hand side here. Kent Grevlet-Blondin is going to have a word with the referee. Dale College looking dangerous when they get a bit of space.
Yeah, really exploiting their pace and the space on the wide there. I think the tackle just slipping up and could be a little bit of a problem here for RTS Middelburg.
So referee Graciano Pinar judging that there was a high tackle, so the penalty goes the way of Dale College about 8 meters out. Fussy going to kick to the corner. Good attacking opportunity here for the men from King Williamstown. The go-to man in the line-out has been the number 4, Tando Kokora, but unfortunately it doesn't go to him then. Not in straight. Big let off for RTS Middelburg there.
I'm sure Dale won't be happy with that outcome. Again, just an unforced error, ball not going in straight to line out, and just releasing a little bit of pressure for RTS Middelburg. Dale's still in the correct areas of the field, but they definitely want to come away from this from having all this pressure. They want to come away with points. points of any kind, and definitely then the lead.
Middelburg defensive scrum on their own 5-meter line. Scrum goes down, so there's going to be a reset here from Graciano Pino, the referee, for this one. The scrums have been good in this game. We haven't had many resets, which is good to see. Stando Zorki is not taking up his position next to the scrum. He's actually dropped out onto the blind side here in sort of the blind side wing position. Not a bad scrum there from Dale College. They're starting to get their tails up even at the set piece.
Yeah, definitely. If Dale can put pressure on the RTS scrum, it definitely gives them a little bit of another weapon to work with, because in the first half they were really under the cosh. So one would expect RTS to try and exploit that strong scrum, but if they're going backwards, it doesn't spell too much great play for them.
Erasmus prepares to feed the scrum. Oh, they get a free kick to RTS Middelburg, and they go quickly. Martin Erasmus not taking it from the mark, unfortunately for him. So RTS Middelburg have the opportunity to clear their lines here. Dell maybe getting a little bit overzealous at that scrum and probably pushing a bit early as Sonicus taps and kicks. Takes play up past the 22. Dell College have been camped down in the half of RTS Middelburg. I don't think I've seen Middelburg in Dale half this half. So Dell College are going to want to keep their ascendancy going, but hopefully get some points on the board. Go to the front of the line out. It's a bit messy. It's popped down. Zorki, it's a penalty. He was in front of the ball. Zorki knocked it on, and the Dell player picked it up in front of the ball. Quick tap and go there from Reese Bazant. Oh, that's a good turnover there from one by Dell College. Ball's in the air though. They managed to get down to ground now. Dudell on the halfway line. Short pass, isolated in the middle of the field there. He's being held up by the RTS Middelburg defenders, but now they're getting a little bit of go forward. It's turnover. Brilliant turnover there from Van Heerden. As RTS Middelburg have the ball on the halfway line. Dale College scrambling in defense. The box kick from Martin Erasmus doesn't go very far, but it's spoiled ball there as they try and slap it back into the field. Cleaned up by Dale College, and they've got the ball, and they're going to get this put into the scrum. Martin Erasmus has made a very concerted effort to box kick today since he's come on the field. Not a lot of distance with his box kicks, but he's giving his team a chance to win the ball back and creating a bit of havoc in the Dale defence.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if that's a call that is his own or if it's come from the coaching staff on the sideline, but in the second half there's definitely been a concerted effort to put the ball up into the air, let it hang there, and really put pressure on Dale's receivers of the ball and try to win it back for RTS Middelburg.
Leaving the field for Dale College is Enrico Johannes. His finger didn't look to be in the correct place. So he's going to go get it popped back into place, I think. Never pleasant. Always makes people a little bit skirmish.
Yeah, Nick, who needs 10 fingers anyway?
Zorki with the put in. Big scrum, well picked up by Mpangeva. Gives it to Fassi. Fassi with a little dink through. Great pickup, but a good tackle from him. Great pickup there from Andre van der Merwe for RTS Middelburg as they go to the left-hand side. Sonicus taking contact. Dell managing to keep that ball up in the air. Oh, well played from Muller as he drives up towards the 22. Erasmus goes to the blind side. Cutting in is Milan, taking it into the 22. Erasmus wants show and go from the scrum off. Tackled inside the 22. Pick and go now from RTS Middelburg. Nokia taking it forward. But the penalty goes to Dale College. Coming in the side of the ruck is what referee Pino says. So Dale have a reprieve here. Chance to get out of their 22.
Yeah, unfortunate for RTS there with the result, the outcome there being a penalty going Dale's way. But really nice to see the intent from the side. That's the first proper bit of ball in hand they've had in Dale's half. And they really have run it at Dale quite nicely.
Fassi's kick does not go into touch, so RTS Middelburg are able to have a crack, running from deep, just outside their 22, taking it up to the 10-meter line. That's Ace Dupria, the man in jersey number 9. He's on the field again. He's taking in the tackle just over the halfway line. Dale spoiling the ball on the ground. But RTS Middelburg have lost it. Well stolen from Dale. Mitchley kicks it forward, finds a bit of space. Ball pops up for Ace du Preez. He's got the attention of a couple Dale defenders, but he's done well to take play just short of the 10-meter line in RTS Middelburg territory. Erasmus. Sonicus has got a few players on the outside. Van Heerden gives it to his number 8, Muller. Muller ranging up through the middle of the Dale defenders. Takes it to the 22, taken down in a tackle from Fassi. RTS Middelburg need quick ball here. They go down the short side. De Beer. Erasmus is looking for it. But the penalty goes the way of Dale College. Holding the ball on the ground is the call from the referee. Dale really getting out of jail here. They've had a lot of work to do on defence in this last little period, and they've done brilliantly well to win 2 penalties in their 22.
Well, it was a sterling run downfield by Miller. Ball in 2 hands. And again, Dale not finding touch.
Fassi not finding touch, so they can have another crack. RTS Middelburg taking play up past the halfway line. Du Preez once again gets the ball out of the back door, but it's a poor pass. It's fallen into space. It's picked up by Dale College. Unfortunately, they've knocked it forward. So it's going to be a scrum down to RTS Middelburg just inside the Dale half. Fassi's not making a lot of friends with his forwards here, not finding touch.
Yeah, definitely. We were just talking about his boot, and typical commentator's curse. Hasn't found touch on the last 2 occasions, maybe looking for a little bit too much and just not making certain and just putting that ball out.
Well, a change there for RTS Middelburg. Coming onto the field in jersey number 18 is Tian Asbach, weighing in at a paltry 115 kilos. So Erasmus feeds a scrum. Good scrum from Middelburg. Sonicus gives the ball to Kun. Kun taking on defenders, beats a couple. Brilliant little offload, but unfortunately his centre partner can't hold on. So the knock-on comes. Dale get the put into the scrum, but we said earlier these centres are really dangerous with ball in hand, and they're interlinking beautifully. Seems like they've been playing together for many a year.
Yeah, they have a wonderful centre pairing here. They're both looking dangerous with ball in hand, and it's nice to see the RTS Middelburg side just running it from all areas of the field and really taking it to Dale. And when they do run, they are making the yardage.
Replacement hooker Sibusile Mchiza is on the field in jersey number 16. So Dale College under pressure once again. Huge scrum from RTS Middelburg. Mpangeva's managed to get it back. Oh, Zorki down the blind side is unable to pick it up cleanly. The referee says play on. It's hacked over the dead ball line. So we're going to come back here for a scrum. There was a knock on there. RTS Middelburg getting their hand in the way of Zorki's pass, because he could have freed up his players on the outside if he had managed to get that pass away. So Dale College once again are going to be scrumming. Another big scrum needed from them just to clear their lines and get out of their own half.
Yeah, the first 2 scrums by Dale in this half were a lot better for them. But RTS Middelburg just really putting them under the cosh now, and they can sense that this is a definite part of the Dale game plan that they can exploit.
Yeah, a couple changes in the front row for Middelburg has given them a bit of grunt, and they're steamrolling Dale at scrum time, as they do once again. Huge scrum from RTS Middelburg. It's gone down, so the scrum put-in gets given back to Dale College. Dale are going to want to get this in and out as quickly as possible. Mpangeva's been really good. He's had good hands at the back of the scrum. So they've gone to another change here. Mfanyena. Masivuya Mfanyena's coming on a jersey number 17. Not a bad decision, considering we're getting late into this one. Front rows will be getting tired, and with the Middelburg changes that they've made, Dale have got to counter those with some changes of their own. So for them, they'll hope that Mfanyena is going to give them a good right shoulder, give them a solid platform to work from. A huge scrum from RTS Middelburg again, but Mpangeva's managed to get it back. No knocks his ref as Fassi goes on another run. Brilliant run from the fly half. Takes play up to just short of the 10-meter line. Zorki going to the open side. Not a lot of players out here for Dale, but they've got a little bit of space. Mitchley having a crack. Good pass there. He gets it off to Johannes. Johannes with a step back on the inside. Step inside. Johannes, he's getting chased down by Ace du Preez. Brilliant tackle by the number 9. Picked up brilliantly. Try time to Dale College. In for the try is Bootle Kaba by the looks of things. The number 6 flanker, Butle Kaba, getting over for the score. Brilliant run from Enrico Johannes, cutting back on the inside. You thought he might have the pace, but Ace Dupree got him, tackled him just short of the line, but Butle Kaba getting over for a brilliant try.
And as that try is scored, you can hear the Dale fans here in the stands definitely finding their voice, getting loud and really backing their boys, willing them over to go for a second and a third. But a great play there, great support play, and a wonderful try scored by Dale.
That was the secret to it. The support play was incredible from Butle Kaba. Having your flanker getting 2 balls like that quickly is, any team would love that. So to have him getting there, and the support play was brilliant. Look at the step on the inside from Johannes. He took on the defenders. That was a great step off his right foot as he beat Janssen van Rensburg. You thought he might have the gas, but it was a brilliant tackle from Ace Dupree. Ball falls free. Good pick up by Kaba. Erasmus tried to stop him from scoring, but he was too close. Good try. Dale College go into the lead now. That's a great score from Dale. They move into a 19-14 lead. 11 minutes to go. They're going to have their tails up going into the last 10.
And again, that Dale side, scoring that from way inside their own half, just proving to the Hot Air boys that can never count them out no matter where they are on the field.
Sonicus with a good restart there. It's been misjudged by the try scorer Kaba, although it's been knocked forward by Hot Air Middelburg. So Dale will have the put into the scrum. The restarts have led a bit to be desired in this fixture. I think both sides have battled a bit off the restarts. Sonicus has given his side a good opportunity to win the ball back when he's taken the restart, and unfortunately for them there was a little knock on as HD Passon comes onto the field. He's going to take the place of Morne Sonicus, who's had a good game. He's been solid today. Apologies. Morne Sonicus is moving into the outside centre position, and so leaving the field now is MC Kuhn, the number 13 for HTS Middelburg.
What HTS Middelburg really need here is just a bit of ball. They need to get some ball in hand. Dale have had the majority of the ball in the second half. And so I think HTS Middelburg are really looking to try and get some ball in hand and play their sort of brand of rugby.
And Pangeva with a good pickup from the back of a scrum that's going backwards quickly. He sets the ball up. Zorki, fussy with that ranging left boot of his, has found some good space down the right-hand side. The man in number 9, Ace Dupree, is in the fullback position, it seems, as he kicks the ball back, but he hasn't found touch. Fussy wants it. The safe hands of the number 15. Klaba with a pass out, taken in the middle of the field was Johannes. Zorki stepping, taken in a tackle just past the halfway line. Dale College still got the ball. Pick and go from the big forwards. Dale College looking positive with ball in hand. Fussy with this massive cutout pass. Mitchley can't take it. Good stepping on the outside there from the number 11 Mini. Zorki, Fussy looking for big runners. It's a good run there from Mafinyana. He's run a lot today. Good defending from Middelburg. Fussy skipping out the forwards. In a bit of space there. They're looking for another one here. Dale College. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle on Mafinyana. The pickup there from Johannes. Taken in the tackle. Great clearing from Dale College. The penalty goes the way of HTS Middelburg. Johannes found himself a little bit isolated, and the man flying in there is adjudged to have come in the side of the ruck. So HTS Middelburg have a reprieve here, an opportunity to clear their lines after a good passenger play from Dale.
Yeah, definitely, and Dale definitely have their tails up. You can see it. Yeah, you see it on the field, and one place you really do see it is in the vigor in their steps. The side steps get more and more flary, and everyone starts doing it, and everyone starts to keep the opposition guessing.
Yeah, you love seeing that sort of thing. The crowd gets involved. You hear a lot of oohs and ahs coming from the bleachers as Middelburg throw the ball into the line out. Great line out from them. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone in straight, so it's going to be a scrum to Dale. Attacking scrum for them. Just have a look here, breaking down the left-hand side of the field. Matsinyana finding himself in some space. It's a good tackle there from Martin Erasmus, the reserve scrum half. Then That was Johannes getting isolated. Over the ball for Hartius Middelburg was Alton Nelson. And the clean out was from Apelele Fasi, the number 15, getting his hands dirty and getting right in amongst it. But unfortunately for him, he was adjudged to have come in the side of the ruck. But Dale College on the front foot here. Scrum just outside the 22 on the 15-meter line. Got a bit of a bounce out if they want it. Oh, it's a free kick. Free kick on the way of Hartius Middelburg. I think there might have been a foot up in the scrum, or the feed might have not been straight. When you're under so much pressure, the scrum half's never going to feed the ball in straight. Tap and go. Van Heerden. Erasmus wants it. He doesn't get. Pick and go there from Nokia. Erasmus again. Standing off as Muller is number 8. Good tackle there from Dale College in the middle of the field. Erasmus. Sonicus is good there. Out to Kun. Taken in a good tackle. Matsenya. They go down the short side. Good defending Dale College. Up towards the halfway line. Middelburg need to string some phases together here. Frans Milan doing well, breaking a few tackles, getting over the halfway line. Erasmus to the new man on the field. Van der Merwe. Crashing it up in the middle of the field. They're not making meters here. Oh, Hartius Middelburg, but it looks like there's going to be a yellow card. Scrum half, number 21, reserve scrum half, Martin Erasmus, looks like he's going to spend 5 minutes in the bin. That is going to kill them, considering that he'll only be on for the last 40 seconds or so. And Apelele Fasi got that tee as quickly as possible. I think the fitness coach was on the field before the penalty had even been given. So Apelele Fasi to line up a kick to take Dale out, to extend their lead and put them almost beyond reach.
Yeah, silly and unnecessary there by Erasmus. There was a Dale player lying in the way, but it doesn't give him the right to stand on the man. And I think just because of that, the ref had to come out with the yellow and had to ping him. And it really, with ball in hand, it was nice to see they'd been running it at the Dalians and were making a bit of headway. Obviously seeing that their kicking game hadn't been working for them, so just keeping the ball in hand, they were making headway, and there was no need for something like that, and they could find themselves with being forced to score twice just to win this game.
Good strike from Fasi. He's turned automatically. It's a good one. Great kick from Apelele Fasi, taking Dale out to a 22-14 lead. 4.5 minutes left in this one. We have seen stranger things, Jono, but it's going to be a tough ask for Middelburg with 14 players to come back and win this one.
Definitely. Middelburg have all the rugby to play now. The ball's really in their court, and so this restart should definitely dictate that.
Good restart from Sonicus as Middelburg take the ball. They win the ball back now. Oh, big defending there next to the ruck. They've managed to get the ball back into the hands of Nokia. Nokia driving hard. Pick up from the number 8, Muller. It looks like it's been turned over from Dale. And the penalty goes the way of Hartius Middelburg. They need to make quick decisions here. Ace Dupree has the ball in hand, and he's going to be kicking the ball to the touchline. But he has overcooked it. It's gone in goal. Fasi doesn't dot it down. He hoofs it back downtown. That's an incredible kick from the number 15. He might have missed touch a couple times earlier, but that is a screamer.
Yeah, from behind his own try line even, and way over the halfway line. Great kick by Fasi. Really just relieving the pressure that had been placed on Dale. But that coming from a clinical error there by the Hartius Middelburg guys, must be finding touch when you get given a gift like that.
Absolute sacrilege to not find touch as the ball goes to the back of the line out. Van Heerden going on a run up towards the halfway. He's a bit isolated. Good help there from his forward partners. Dupree back into scrum off by the looks of things because Erasmus is off the pitch. Sonicus wrap around to Kun. Kun giving out to Villers. Villers with the pop on the inside. It's got back to him though. Takes it up over the 10-meter line. Dupree. Sonicus. That hasn't gone forward. Big number 18, Tian Asbach taking it up. Penalty. RTS Middelburg. Dupree takes it quickly, not 10. He's going to have the advantage. He's going to look to use it. Takes it up towards the 22-meter line. Pick and go from Janssen van Rensburg, the number 11, finding himself in the thick of things. Dupree goes to the left. Forwards linking up beautifully in the middle of the field. Frans Milan taking it into contact. Again, they come to the left. Sonicus stepping. Good offload to his flanker, Van Heerden, who beats one. Beats two. He's looking to get it to the corner, and he's in. Brilliant try there from Henku Van Heerden. Gets in for his second try of the day. Unbelievable work done from the flanker.
Marvellous strength shown there by Henku van der Merwe. Fending players, great leg drive by him. Getting it into the corner and getting over, and a much better effort put in there by RTS Middelburg. Keeping ball in hand, great pace of play, and coming away with the goods.
So massive kick here for Morne Sonicus right out on the touchline. It doesn't get more difficult than this, to be fair. So it's a massive kick for him with under a minute and a half to go. He struck it beautifully. That is a terrific conversion kick from Morne Sonicus. Now we have a game on our hands, Jono.
Definitely great festival rugby being seen today. 1 minute on the clock, and RTS Middelburg to receive the ball, and let's see what they can do.
Different to what we saw on Saturday when Dale had the upper hand going into this last period, but then they conceded that try. They really wouldn't want to concede another one like that with under a minute to go. But Middelburg have gone and knocked it on. They've knocked it on in the final minute of the game. Unbelievable stuff there. They'll be gutted that they knocked that one on. So Dell College have the opportunity with just over 20 seconds left in this one to wind down the clock, but they really need to win their scrum. There's got to be a massive concentration effort here from their forwards. Just have to concentrate for 10 seconds to make sure they get that ball back.
Yeah, definitely. The scrum is a place where Dale haven't been their strongest today, and I'm sure RTS Middelburg, last sort of ditch play of the game, are going to put as much into this as possible.
Sorky feeds. It's a huge scrum from RTS Middelburg, and they've won the tight head. Erasmus with a pass to the left. Great hands from Ace Dupree. Taken in the tackle just outside the 22. They've got a long way to go here if they want to score. Erasmus. Van Heerden, the try scorer. Sonicus giving it off to his centre, Kun. Kun taken in a gang tackle just outside the 22. Erasmus is over the ball here. To the left now. They don't have a lot of momentum, do Middelburg, but they managed to hold on to that one. Fingertip stuff. They got a couple men over on the left if they use it. Erasmus Dupree goes back to the right-hand side into the hands of Van Heerden. Guava with a good tackle. He's been prominent today. Erasmus is over it. Not a lot of structure here for RTS Middelburg as they try to run it out of their own half of the field. The time on the clock is up. It's going to be a big effort here from Middelburg if they want to go all the way and score. But a ball's taken in. And that is it. That is a ball game. Brilliant win for Dale College. A couple of standout players. But Tandile Mpangeva, the number 8 for Dale, I thought was one of their better players, helping them on the ground, helping them win ball when they might not have deserved it at the scrum. Real big effort there from the men from King Williamstown to come away with the 22 points to 21 win over RTS Middelburg.
Yeah, definitely. A great show. But I think, unfortunately, just a little bit too late there for RTS Middelburg. Their comeback was just not enough time. But Dale playing brilliantly at the end of the first half and starting the second half with a bang, coming out, getting the points, and ultimately getting the win at the end of the day. Another great show of rugby for Game 3 at the Standard Bank Kearsney Easter Rugby Festival. Stay tuned. We still have 2 cracking games coming up.